Okay, so for your intelligent practice today, Year 6, I've uploaded these two sheets separately onto Purple Mash. So hopefully you can see those. I will show them to you now, just to try and go through them. So you should still be able to see this screen. So first task, write the amount of water in each jug in milliliters. So this is a task to actually read these metric measurements. So look at your intervals for each one. So on this first one, the big marks are 100. You need to work out what this is in order to be able to work out what this is. So this is 200, this is 300, what's this bit? They're all different. So on this one, look, your jumps are 200, 400, 600. So you need to work out what each little jump is worth. Now, if you look here, I'm just wondering if I can write on this. I think I might be able to. No, that's highlight. One of these a writing one? No, I don't need to add my signature. Maybe I can't. I thought you could. I'm just going to watch this one. Well, let's just highlight them. So, no, you're not going to let me. There we go. I mean, that's no use, is it? Never mind. Right, I'm going to abandon ship on that. Ooh, I wonder if I can. No, I can't possibly grab the notebook pen, surely. Anyway, each jump between. Let me get the pointer back on. Between here and here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. So you need to work out 200 divided by 4 to tell you what each little jump is, and then just work your way up. So on this one, look, you've got 4 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4 between 0 and 100. So this was between 0 and 200. Now it's between 0 and 100. So if you can work out 100 divided by 4, then you can work out what each little one is. Okay? This is the same. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 intervals, 4 jumps between 0 and 100. Oh, this is a nice one. So if this is 500, you work out what that is. That. Look, try and count it up. And same on this one. You know this is 200. So what's that got to be? And then we get to some grams. So it says, write the mass shown on each scale in grams. Mass is kind of similar to weight, essentially. So what is the mass shown on each scale in grams? So this is 0, this is 200. Can you work out what this is? Because if you can work out what that is, you can work out what that is. And on this one, we've got 0 to 500 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. So 500 divided by 5 will give you one of these little lines. And down here, we've got 0, 200, 400, 600, 800 grams marked. So what is each little interval worth, each little jump? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. So if you can do 200 divided by 4, you'll know what each line, each interval is worth, and you can go from there. And on this one, oh, you can't quite make that out. That does say 100. 0, 100, 200. Can you work out what the jump is? And now we've got 0 to 100 and then 100 to 200. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps between 0 and 100. 100 divided by 5, people. And then you should be able to work out each individual interval. Now, I've gone through that in quite a lot of detail because when we did this task last year, people actually found it quite difficult. So try and think about what the jumps are, what the intervals are. And then when you've done that, we've got some lovely set questions for you. So it is all just about reading and writing metric measurements, okay? So read the questions carefully. You are going to need to work out the different intervals again, and each scale will be different, okay? A different one again, look. Different scale, same question. Read them carefully. Be careful on this one, look, there's some coloured water in the jar, which comes up to this mark. You need to work out what this is. How much more water is needed to make 2 litres? So it doesn't want you to answer what this is. it wants how much more from here to here to make 2 litres up. So be careful on that one. Okay, so Emily puts flour on the scales, then she adds sugar. How much sugar then does she add? So what is the difference between this scale and this scale? Working out space there if you've got the paper pack printed at home. So Hassan's got a jug of water. He adds another 140 milliliters. Can you draw on the line as to where the water would now be? So it's not just a straightforward, what is this? You've got to add something onto it. Flour on a weighing scale. How many grams of flour on the scale? And how much more must be added to make it 1.6 kilograms? So 2 jobs to do there. Number 7. So Joe puts some apples on a weighing scale. This is the mass of the apples, so quite a lot of apples there. He takes away 1 apple. The mass goes down by 120 grams. Can you draw on the new position? So you don't have to draw anything on this one. He takes away an apple and the mass goes down from here, down 120 grams. So can you work out what that would be? And then 2 different scales again. The scale shows the mass of Amy's kitten when it's 1 month old. The scale shows the mass of the kitten when it's 2 months old. What is the increase in mass? So how much weight has the kitten put on in that month? So 2 different scales to look at there. And I know I've got another one. I thought that was it. So the scale shows the dates of floods and the height of water in the floods. How high was the water in the 1955 flood? So this is 1955, and you work out how many meters that is. So we're measuring it in meters because it's the height that the flood water reached, okay? Not the volume of it, the height of it. So this is 0, this is 1 meter, this is 2 meters. What's that? How much higher was the water in the 1969 flood than in the 1948 flood? So you've got 2 to compare. 1969, 1948. It's a what's the difference question. Okay. The answers are on the next page. No cheating. Please actually try and work them out. Please send your answers to us, but obviously you're welcome to mark them yourselves too. But we'd like to see how you're getting on. Right, I'll just very briefly go back to the slides. I feel like I've been talking for ages. Should we have a look? 7 minutes, not too bad. So if you do get this far, some dive deeper questions. Teddy thinks his tube bar is 13.2 centimeters. Do you agree? And can you explain why? Ron's dog is about 1/4 of the height of the door. Ron is 3 times the height of his dog. Estimate the height of Ron and his dog. Estimate. You remember what we said about doors in the guided section. And then we've got a timetable. So time is part of measures, okay? It is. Time is part of measures. Here is a train timetable showing the times of trains travelling from Halifax to Leeds. Obviously, the greatest city and the city you would want to travel to from Halifax. You don't want to stay in Halifax. Boring. Leeds, much better. So, an announcement states that all trains will arrive 3/4 of an hour late. You need to know what 3/4 of an hour is. 3/4 of 1 hour. Which train will arrive in Leeds closest to 9:07? So closest to 9:07. There's a few bits to work out there. 3/4 of an hour. What you need to work out first. The answers to that are on the slides as well. So do have a look at your answers. Send them in to us. Right, that is it for Monday of the first week back after half term. I will speak to you tomorrow for some more measures. See you later. Have a nice day.